No matter what type of training you're doing, a proper warm-up is absolutely essential in making sure you get the most out of your session. This mobility routine that I'm about to show you is not necessarily a full warm-up, but it can be the start to any warm-up to any session. I do an assortment of mobility drills to start every single session, whether that be an interval workout, racing, easy running, or just weightlifting or a strengthening circuit. This is a beginning mobility routine that was structured by my good friend Yana. It was designed to loosen you up and work all of your major joints' full range of motion. It was also intentionally designed to be completed mostly standing, so you can do it anywhere at any time on any surface.
First, we will focus on ankle mobility. You'll stand on one leg and contract and extend the opposite ankle 10 times. The cues that you want to think about are to keep your feet pointing straight forward, your spine is upright, and you are moving only your ankle but not your knee or your hip. Maintaining the same position, you will rotate each ankle inwards and outwards, 10 rotations each way with each foot. The ankle mobility is pretty simple and straightforward. The next drill is a knee hug. For this one, you will just bring your knee to your chest by hugging it, 5 repetitions with each leg. The cues are mostly the same as the ankle mobility position, but you also want to make sure that the standing leg stays fully extended. Here are a couple common mistakes of the spine not remaining upright. In this first bad example, I bring my knee up as high as I can, and then I lean in with my chest to get closer. In the second bad example, I'm trying as hard as I can to pull my knee higher, causing me to lean backwards. Remember that we want to practice these exercises exactly how we want to run, and both bad examples promote poor posture. Just bring your knee as high as you can and don't strain to do any more. The third drill is a backward static lunge combined with a chest opener. Let's take a look at the starting position first before we add in the movement. Your foot, knee, and hip need to be aligned and your back leg should be fully extended. Your trunk should remain upright at all times, and leaning forward just a little bit is okay. Your arms should also be vertical, which is something I could do a little better, but my shoulder mobility isn't the best. Once you find this position, reach towards your foot of your extended leg with your hand on the same side of your body. Make sure your trunk is not rotating at all, but you are isolating the movement in your shoulder. Complete 10 chest openers on each side. The fourth drill here focuses on lower back mobility. Again, let's take a look at the starting position before starting the movement. Your hands are on your knees and your elbows are fully extended. Hinge your hip and make sure your knees are directly above your ankles. The first movement in this position is to round and extend your lower back 10 times. This can be a challenging movement to figure out, but my advice is to think about initiating the movement with only your hips and not your back. If you're doing this correctly, your upper back should remain still and you should feel a stretch in your hamstrings. Here's what I commonly see people doing wrong when trying this for the first time. They are trying to do all the movement with their back, resulting in a rounding of the upper back, which promotes poor posture as I discussed earlier. The next movement in this position is much simpler, and you'll just rotate each shoulder backwards 10 times. The last drill is the hand walk. The starting position is a push-up position or a plank position with your arms extended. Keep your feet straight and your arms and legs fully extended throughout this exercise. Start with walking back towards your feet with your hands as far as you can while maintaining your arm and leg extension. Hold that position for a second or two and then return to a perfect plank position. Next, you will walk towards your hands with your feet and then back with all the same cues in mind. That is one full cycle, and you'll complete 2 full cycles in this routine. This one is somewhat challenging and will show a lot of us how restricted we are as distance runners. Upon completion of this exercise, you are finished with this beginner mobility routine.
Once you are used to the positions and the movement patterns, this routine can be easily completed in about 6 minutes, which is a small bit of time that can go a long ways in your running. After doing this routine consistently for 2 to 3 weeks, you will notice a major difference and you won't feel ready to run without doing these kinds of mobility drills. You can find a link in the description to download a document that fully explains this routine. So if you try it out, let me know what you think of it, and I'll see you next time.